Hello guys, and I would like to welcome you one more time to another video. This is going to be the fifth video in our designing a database with one table that has to do with the list of computers. So I'm going to go ahead and create the report based on the query that we obtained by showing the list of all these computers that have a price greater than or equal to 800. I always start my report by using the report wizard. So I'm going to click on the report wizard, and it's going to ask me what do I need to include. Of course, I have three items here. I have the table itself. If I want to report all the data directly from the table, I have a query that is greater than or equal to the price of $800, which is really what I'm looking for. And the last one, which is the query with all the Dell computers. So let me go ahead and choose this one so it displays the data pertaining to that query here. I'm going to move everything to the right, meaning include everything in the report. I would like to go ahead and for example, if I have a lot of data to make it more meaningful, I could group by the manufacturer. So I could say here Dell, the list of all the model, the price, and the CPU for Dell. Of course, it's not going to really show so much significant here because we have very few items. But let's go ahead and leave it anyway. So we're going to go ahead and say next. And I could sort now by the model, because if we have within Dell, we have multiple models, we could sort by that. If I continue, the same model might be actually having in a list of prices, so I could see the model with other prices. If there is different prices for that, or the speed of the CPU, because the models do come up with different capacity. Anyway, I'm going to leave it only with model. Again, we're not dealing with a massive amount of data. Of course, I made a mistake. I put both. So I'm going to say next, next, and I don't have a lot of data really to change the orientation of the page from portrait to landscape. So I'm going to leave it as portrait, and I'm going to do here a change the RPT. And just really to, again, when I look in the left side, where let's call all the axis object, it's going to show me the list with this is the all axis object, which I have now in your report, which is going to show me also the nice thing about this is the fact that I could redesign it very quickly by, first of all, closing the printer view and go to the view, the layout view. The layout view give me a better way control. Of course, there is another one for advanced or later classes where we do actually design a few things inside Access database. But here, as you notice, I could go ahead and, for example, press the shift key to select multiple and go to the home and maybe make it bold, make it size, let's say 20 for whatever reason. See how I make it bigger? And notice that I have one computer, so that grouping actually was done by the manufacturer. If I run a query, which I could easily now go ahead and go to the form, I will show you, and add another another computer that is going to be greater than or equal to 800, and I could go ahead and say this is serial number 9898 9898, and the manufacturer is anyone as long as it's greater than or equal to 100. Let's go ahead and put Dell, and the model is, let's say, Dell 800, and that's going to be, let's say, $3,000. Those expensive kind of computers. Motor size is 23, the CPU is 16, and the CPU is 4 actually, and the RAM is 16. That's a lot of memory there. And as you notice here, if I close this, it's going to add to that table. I don't need to really see the result through the table, through the query. I could actually go refresh the form. I'm going to save. If I refresh the report rather, you will notice that Dell now as a grouping item has two entry. So not to confuse with this is actually a matter of how we display our result. If I added another IBM, the model is going to be grouped with it, or the grouping aspect of it. I chose to do it when I was creating that report by the wizard. So this is the last video. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep learning by watching them again. Anytime you would choose to, they will be available for you through YouTube. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.